I told you I'm not appropriate. We should stop.
Hey, Zach Top is here. We're gonna keep going, Holly.
Am I fired?
I don't know. Our boss just asked me if I still worked here too, so I'm not. We're here for now.
Yes. We're here because you're here.
Yeah, and Zach is here. Welcome, man. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
Are you just a Jonesin to be here? I know that. I want to get right into that.
I love it.
Song. It's you said you were still trying to figure out the name of the album though.
Yeah.
Right? But that's one of the songs on it, one of the song titles.
Well, yeah. So that's not going to be on the album either. So we
Wait
released a bunch of singles and we didn't want to release, we're going to release a 12-track album. We didn't want half of it to be released already. So there's a couple that's out right now that won't make it on the album, but there'll be other new great stuff
It's
as well.
okay if they do, though, I feel like you...
They'll still be out there. We ain't taking them down or nothing. You can still listen to them on Spotify and all that. So
how long have you been putting out music? Because I know you've been in the music world since you were what, 7?
Maybe 4,
something like that. 4 years old.
Yeah.
Wait, how does that start when you just who gives you the guitar? Or what do you see?
Well, my parents for start. Well, I saw George Strait and I thought he looked pretty cool with the cowboy hat and the guitar. And
he really
thought
does.
I'd like to look like that.
Yeah.
And that was the first thing for me. And somehow I don't know, the bug just caught me and I wanted it bad enough. My folks got me a little Walmart First Act guitar. Well, I played it backwards because I was left-handed and I didn't know it made a difference. But then I took my first guitar lesson right before I turned 5, I think. Walked in there and she asked me what I wanted to learn first, and I said Amarillo by Morning, and she said, well, that's nice. Maybe we can start with Jesus Loves Me or something and work our way up to that. And so,
like row your boat or something.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe something without bar chords and, a key change.
So you have a left-handed guitar now?
No, I learned to play right-handed.
Okay.
The teacher flipped it around for me and said, all right,
that's kind of like...
So wait, are you still left-handed?
In some things, yeah.
Okay.
In a lot of things. I have to throw a baseball left-handed and shoot a basketball left-handed. I golf right-handed, but I putt left-handed.
Okay.
I'll throw a rope right-handed. I don't know.
I'm all mixed up like that too.
Yeah,
I write left-handed. I throw left-handed.
Yeah.
I play guitar right-handed.
He's ambidextrous.
I golf right-handed.
Wait, is that
ambidextrous is like when you can do both.
Yeah, no. I'm just confused.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know what side of me is supposed to be doing what. That's me.
I think it's okay. Did your parents did they play music at all?
Nope. My oldest sister was a real good classically trained pianist. She's a good bit older than me. So my parents actually had her teach us younger kids lessons. I've got a sister that's a year and a half older than me, and then a brother that's a year and a half younger. And we all started taking piano lessons from my oldest sister, Lakin. And so she was kind of the first one in our family that was musically inclined or into it at all. And then, I got hooked by the country music bug. And, they had country music playing nonstop. They loved music, but my mom's tone deaf. And my dad, so we had a family band for a little while, me and the 3 siblings, a little bluegrass band. And my dad thought he was going to be the banjo player in the band for a little while. So he took lessons for a little while, and we'd practice with him at night and stuff. He'd have his banjo out there, and he had
so cute.
A hilarious way of, he could not do anything without having his tongue kind of stuck halfway out his mouth, and it was.
I think that's how you're supposed to look when you play the banjo.
Yeah, probably.
Like you got a big dip in.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. There you go. But but other than that, they are not very musical at all.
Oh,
play the radio like nobody's business.
Yeah.
So.
But playing the radio is the most important part,
exactly,
really.
Exactly.
But you said you wrote. So does that mean you also ride horses as well?
I do.
Is that how you connected with Lainey Wilson and Ian Munsick? Because
no,
they also ride.
They do. Probably better than me.
Which, by the way, we'll talk about the tour because you're...
Might have been a requirement to be on tour with them.
It could have been. I don't know. Nobody asked me. They might have stalked me like you did.
Right, yes.
And that's how they found out. But no, I can ride a little bit and I can rope a little bit. Yeah.
He's a real cowboy.
Yeah.
I thought I wanted to be a team roper before I realized I was no good at that and I was better at playing and singing. So,
okay.
Every little boy's dream.
You can, but now it opens the door. You can do the celebrity roping things and stuff like that.
Can I? Maybe so.
I think you can.
I'm starting on celebrity golf tournaments.
Okay.
Well, I'm better at that for sure. We'll see where it goes from there.
Okay.
Who have you golfed with anyone else in the country music world?
Yeah, I just got to golf with a bunch of them a couple weeks ago. I played George Strait's charity golf tournament a couple weeks ago. Got to hang out with Parker McCollum a bunch. We became buddies and got to meet George, of course. I didn't get to golf with him. I did watch him. I hope he doesn't cancel me for this, but I watched him hit one tee shot and he topped it and didn't make it past the ladies' tees. And I had to resist the urge to
You know
say
what the rule is.
Exactly. I had to
What's the
fight hard
rule?
to keep from
We
invoking
can't-
the rule.
You don't.
What's the
We
rule?
can't tell you right now. We'll have to
I'll tell you.
later.
I'll tell you.
Oh, is it later? Okay.
No,
Yeah,
you
you
just
can
have
say
to play your next tee shot with your pants down. And I didn't feel like it was appropriate when I'd been invited to George Strait's golf tournament to
Right.
tell George Strait that he needed to do that. I figured, whatever, somebody else can tell him if they want to tell him. I wasn't going to be the one.
Why isn't anyone telling me about golf? This sounds like an amazing game. Like,
It's
if
a
those
great
were the
game.
rules, I would play.
Well, when we golf, it's actually we say that it's we don't actually go
Nobody
through
does
with this,
it.
but we're like pull your thing out is what we.
Oh,
That's what we. No one. I've never seen anyone actually do it. Thank goodness.
I don't want to play that kind of game. I played that in college. I'm
We
not into
played
that.
it
Yeah.
where you just drop your pants.
So
I mean,
you're
you
saying
still
your
got underwear on. Yeah,
Okay, yeah. That would be all right. Dana.
We've
Way to do
made,
that.
yeah.
Do you know the random fun fact I found out, and I'm so sad because I didn't get to ask her? You know, Dolly Parton likes to moon people.
Likes to moon people.
Like, she's into mooning.
Yeah.
Isn't that, like, it just reminds
Seems
me,
fun.
George Strait could be playing golf with his pants down. Dolly Parton's mooning.
Yeah.
It's a country thing.
Yeah, it's just country folks like to have their ass out. I don't know.
That's why everyone wants to go back in time.
That's right.
Things were a little bit easier, and you could just.
And
be
there
half
wasn't no
naked.
cell phones with cameras on
Yeah.
them.
And
but
people
what-
were just pantless back then. Yeah.
What was it like though? You just
my
mentioned that when you were a little kid, you're like, I saw George Strait, and I'm like, I want to be that guy.
Yeah.
So how are you not just? Did you hold it together when you first met him? How was it?
I tried to. I think I held it together pretty well.
Yeah.
I got to, we played Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday in the golf tournament. Tuesday night, me and a couple other young fellas, Braxton Keith and Gunnar Latham, did a little riders round, just entertainment for people who are out at the event and stuff. And then Wednesday night was the big finale thing, and we actually got to get up and play a couple songs with Strait's band. So I'm standing up there singing my songs with Ace and the whole band. That was pretty surreal. And I don't remember much of it. I was
Did you
just
black
kind of
out?
blacked out. Just it was like a blur. And but anyway, it was surreal. I try to keep it together. I feel like there's lots of people that are just gonna fanboy over George Strait, and
Well,
they
it's
want to
gotta be
come up
hard
and
n-
talk to him.
hard not
and-
to.
Yeah, for sure. It is, and so I just tried to, just
Play
I ain't
cool.
gonna
Play
be
cool.
another one in the crowd. Yeah, exactly.
Does he
Look
know
like
that
a-
that he was the inspiration for you to be where you are now?
I don't know.
Huh.
I didn't get
You
a
didn't
chance
tell
to.
him. Okay,
we didn't really.
yeah.
We didn't really get a chance to talk. I met him
Okay.
just for a second after I played. He said I'd done a nice job, and I peed my pants, and then I left. So
As one does.
what was I supposed to do? I wasn't able to put coherent thoughts together at the
Right.
time. Come on.
No.
Well, I feel like there's going to be a lot of those moments coming up. Like we mentioned, the Lainey Wilson tour. You're also playing every massive festival coming up. I think.
Yeah.
Crash My Playa?
Crash My
Yeah.
Playa with Luke and
Yeah.
Stagecoach.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
there's
very
a
excited.
there's a lot of amazing things happening.
Yeah,
What are
I
you
appreciate
most
that.
excited for at this point?
I'm really excited for the Lainey tour. I mean, that one. There's not. I don't know that there's another artist out there right now that I really respect the hell out of what they're doing and just like everything that they've got going as Lainey. And she's about as country as they come nowadays. And I think one of the most talented people in the business. So I feel really honored and really excited to get to be a part of her tour.
I was saying that this is my favorite lineup. Like, this
love it.
tour is
I'm
my
honored to be a part
favorite.
of it.
I know. This is your part of it. I was like, this is the
I'm
best
honored.
lineup. This is my
Yeah.
favorite tour. So
There's
Sorry.
kind of like a movement, I feel,
Yeah.
for this your style, her
Yeah.
style, like it's like throwback,
Yeah.
authentic country.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and like kind of more of the like cowboy country side of things. I feel like we've had for a long time, which there ain't nothing wrong with it, but there's a lot of like, I call it SEC country, like Deep South type of things, like the Morgan Wallen crowd and the
Okay.
Luke Combs crowd. That's
Which is
like
good, too.
people- yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. I ain't
Yeah,
saying there's nothing wrong with it, but it's been a minute since there's been like cowboy country. Like you had it for a while with George Strait and Alan Jackson, and
Yeah.
and it was a big thing for a long time, and I feel like there hadn't been many cowboys in country music for a long time. So, and I think the name of her tour, "Country's Cool Again," I friggin' love it.
Yeah.
It's fun, and I do think it's a really cool lineup that's kind of indicative of that sort of movement. Sorry, indicative of that movement. That's like, it's kind of cool to be cowboy. It's cool to be country again.
Definitely.
I agree 100.
Yeah.
Well, I like horses, I like cowboys.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
A lot of people are like, "Oh, Yellowstone started this thing 5 years
Hey,
ago."
who's
Like, I
mad
don't.
at Yellowstone? Nobody's mad at Yellowstone
No.
for it.
No.
Wow.
you
No,
watch
but
it?
I do think that's a huge Sorry, I don't know what's wrong with me.
I'm now, and you're making me have to.
Yeah, I know. I'm just making you think about it.
We got water.
I apologize.
Thank you.
Do you watch
Thank
the
you,
show,
Katie.
by the way?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I watched it all. What
do you think of it? Would you? I feel like you could be a character on the show. Is it happening? Is there
Yeah.
more episodes coming or not? Do we know?
There's a
anything?
whole thing.
Kevin and
with
Taylor,
it.
they're all fighting. They're
They're
squabbling.
fighting.
I
It's
don't
the
know
whole
what the
thing,
whole
yeah.
deal is. But
If you could create your own storyline in a Yellowstone situation, who would you be? Or like what? How would you?
I'd probably be some incompetent dummy like Jimmy or something. But I could play the guitar. I'd be no good at cowboying, but I'd sit around and play for him and sing for him. So maybe if Walker and Jimmy had a love child, that'd be me.
Yeah.
Okay, I really like that. It's always amazing to me how Jimmy gets girls though, because I'm like, he seems like a moron.
Yeah.
You know, he does,
Well,
but he gets
there's
like
some-
hot barrel race.
There's somebody for everybody.
Exactly.
Apparently in this show,
Probably
yeah.
some women find that attractive. You know, oh, ain't he so cute? He's so dumb.
Right. Oh,
He
right.
probably needs somebody to take care of him.
He's a fixer
That's
upper.
probably about the only way I got married. I'm pretty sure. So
She saw you as a fixer upper.
I think you're doing pretty well for yourself, and we appreciate you coming by. We're excited to see you out on tour.
heck yeah! Thank you all for having me.
Zach
Appreciate
Top
the
here at
time.
MusicTown.
Round of applause.